Language is a link between tradition, culture, and family. That's why preserving it is vital for many Indigenous communities who were forced to forget their traditional tongues due to forced assimilation. Manitoba is home to many languages, including Cree, Dakota, and Michif. Today is Indigenous Languages Day, and the University of Manitoba's Indigenous Studies Department is offering programs and classes to keep Indigenous language alive and thriving. Joining us now from the U of M's Indigenous Studies Department is Lorena Sekwan Fontaine. Good morning, Lorena.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Now, language is so diverse in this province. Tell us about the vast diversity of language here.
Well, we have Cree, Dakota, Ojibwe, Oji Cree, Dene, and Michif. And all these languages are currently endangered. But with each language, they tell, they have a relationship with the land. So there's a lot of different worldview and knowledge contained in these 6 different languages that are integral to Manitoba.
Now, they're endangered because colonization and residential schools largely took away languages from many First Nations people. How are you trying to reclaim that?
Well, at the University of Manitoba, we're trying to expand our current offering of Indigenous languages. We offer Cree and Ojibwe, and we are looking at providing classes for community members. So we're hoping to get political organizations and other community organizations speaking the language of the office. So we're thinking about bringing some of our language classes there. We offer a pass-fail option for students so that it takes away a bit of the pressure about learning language so that you're not being graded. But we're also hoping that later on we'll expand from Ojibwe and Cree to the other languages in Manitoba.
That's incredible. Now, the late Murray Sinclair drew a map for truth and reconciliation in this country. How does language play a factor in his recommendations?
Well, the work that the Truth and Reconciliation did was to acknowledge and document the harm from the schools. But Murray Sinclair's vision was about repairing that harm. And one of the significant areas in the report was about the harm done to language and culture. And of course, what's integral to Indigenous identity is our language. And because they're all endangered, part of the report included revitalizing and supporting Indigenous languages in legislation and post-secondary and K-12.
So on today, which is Indigenous Languages Day, what do you want people to reflect on?
Well, I think it's important to acknowledge that there has been this historic harm done to Indigenous languages, but also that they're a significant part of the country. They're the first languages spoken in Canada, and not very many people know that there were once over 90 Indigenous languages in Canada. I think it would be amazing in the future to see immersion programs where non-Indigenous and Indigenous children were learning the local languages in school.
Lorena, thank you so much for your perspective on this. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.